Hey guys and gals, I got another one for you today. Today I'm in my T110E4 flying solo on Duckla Pass, Team Destruction. And let's talk about Duckla Pass. On the map there's like three main areas that are like wide open spaces. I call them the no-fly zone unless you're in a scout or maybe a sneaky medium tank. And we'll look at those right now. This is the biggest one, right in the middle. If you can be a scout tank and find a bush in here, you can control the map quite a bit. The lower portion, it's just hard to get across there just because the ridge lines in the G line, F line, and then in the north here there's also a field. So you can see it surrounds the D1 to F5 or F4 area, and that's really just because that's high ground. And on regular matches the southeast corner is probably the most important part, but in this variant, Team Destruction, they spawn down there, so I'm going to try to get down into the green circle or oval area, so when they come across I can spot them on their ridge there, or alternatively just spot them down in this lower area right here. Now in an E4 that's a tall ask, but if I'm in a mobile tank like our scout's doing, he could just position himself there, or like a medium tank, it's a good position for them. Since my scout tank is making an advance and getting them spotted, I figured I'd give it a shot and see if I can make it in my E4, because if I can, we're gonna have nice cross shots. And what my team does is sit all up on that ridge, and I would say that's a big no-no. In any map, if you condense your team into a 4 square area, you're probably going to lose, because your shots coming out are going to be a lot less spread out than like the red team. If they were to surround our hill, they would have so many more shots into our hill, and we only have so many shots out of the hill. So got their scout right here, and you see I didn't put my reticle on him until it was pretty much zoomed in, and then I move it over and get a nice slap for 928 to start the game. Now if you're in a tier 10 tank destroyer, I know a lot of people like to stay back and snipe, but you have to remember that a lot of people are terrified of your gun. Generally, the tier 10 tank destroyers pen everything, they hit hard, and a lot of people just don't want to lose hit points. So in a tier 10 tank destroyer, you can take a lot of hit points away, especially in a T110E4. But this spot also provides spotting for my team, so anything coming along that JK line, I should be able to spot if they pop their head over the ridge. Like, I didn't make it into my H3, H4 position that I wanted to, but now since they have tanks lighting up my team on the ridge, I feel like it's necessary for me to make this push, get those two dead, and then my team can at least shoot out from the hill. But right now they're spotted for their whole team, and even though we can only see these two tanks, there's probably more tanks in the back that can see our tanks sitting on that ridge line. So we take those two out. It's 3-4 right now, and the Death Star gets tracked up there. Unfortunately I don't have a shot, and this is kind of where my gun goes south, and I have really bad luck with this gun. So I try to lead the E3 as he was going up to the ridge line. Unfortunately he stops, so I missed my shot there. That's not the gun's fault, that's my fault. Just anticipating his movement. And now these are long range shots, and the E4 is kind of more of a brawling heavy tank in my opinion. That one dips a little low, hits the ridge. So 60 TP lucks out. And though I am sniping in my tier 10 tank destroyer after I just got done calling it out, I have no idea where that shell went. I mean, it looks like it hit a rock, but it looked like it also shot straight, and my reticle was red, so I don't know, maybe it dipped at the last second or something. But getting back to it, now there's the E3 staring at me, and I'm sniping in my tier 10 tank destroyer when I just talked about not sniping. However, I'm not sniping in the obvious location. Like, I maneuvered myself into a spot that the red team most likely wasn't going to be ready for me. And you can see how I use this rock to angle myself out to get the shots on the 60 TP. Unfortunately, I can't see him, so I back up a little further. And I had a side slash cupola shot in that E3. Unfortunately, my shell goes high, and that's like 3 missed shots, so 3 missed opportunities. And then we catch Patton out here, and this is where RNG makes up for it, because I'm going to feast upon this Patton. So we slap a big shell into the side of him, and he doesn't have a fire extinguisher, so he burns to death. 6-7, still a close match. Really what I want to do is just keep them lit up. If they stay lit up, then my artillery can shoot at them. Maybe my guys on the sniper ridge can shoot them, but really that sniper ridge is not very convenient. Finally, I get a shot into the side of that 60 TP. I was hoping for an ammo rack. I feel like if you get a 60 TP in the side underneath the turret, it's going to get an ammo rack generally. I could be wrong on that. And there's a 705A, get a nice shot into him. I'm just trying to play arty safe and keep this angle for my team. As long as I'm stuck here and they can't dig me out, then we should be okay. Now that was kind of a bad shot just because there was so much cover that I had to kind of filter my reticle through. But another missed shot nonetheless. Now I keep my reticle off of him so he doesn't wiggle around. And that one goes to the left just a little bit and hits a rock. So having bad luck on that 60 TP. He's using whatever cover is there very well. There are no caps, so we don't have to worry about that. Generally in standard matches, the caps are going to be in A9 and J2, and it serves for like a really different gameplay, so it's kind of cool. Well, not a lot of maps change when you change the game style, but this one certainly does because the spawn points are in different locations. So I get a nice shot into that FE215B. We're up to 6,000 damage, 4,000 spotting, and this gun barrel's in my way. He shoots, so that allows me to get over here. And since I'm moving, I don't get a fully aimed shot, and it goes high into his turret and bounces off, unfortunately. So a lot of missed shots here. Some because it's my fault, some because RNG, some just because they're behind good cover. T69, fully locked and loaded. Shell goes high. Like he's parked there. And I got a shell that goes high. I was really excited about this damage in this game, and then I just started to get flustered with all the missed shots. Alright, so can we get a shot into this guy? It doesn't look that way. And it looks like my team's about to take him out. Yeah, team takes him out. So we are going to head north, I believe, here. And I felt like they should have done a better job of pushing out the north. Now, if you spawn in the south, my opinion is to get over the 1-2-3 line as fast as possible. If you can get tanks in there, then you can create a crossfire, and generally majority of their tanks are going to sit in this F4 location, right? Just like my team did. So as long as you can corral them up on top of that hill and then surround it, you're eventually going to chip them away and kill them and win the game. However, sometimes the northern spawn will head across the north field and then down the 9-0 line. Another missed shot into the side of the E4's head. So let's speed this up because I don't want to show you guys some more missed shots, and I can only talk about this map for so long. Alright, so the medium tank goes kills our arty. He can't really head south here, so I'm guessing that he's going to head north and just kind of make his end game play up in those rocks. So we'll speed it up again. And I want to make sure he's not hiding back here, so I'm going to try to get all like into position where I can spot the one line before I start heading north. And then the medium tank goes to the one line, so I'm not too worried about it. Now, my medium tank also heads south when we have another medium tank over in like K2, so I don't know if he just wasn't looking at his mini-map, but he pretty much bought me enough time to lead the march out into the field here. And I get spotted, quickly spot him after he spots me. And since I'm just going to close the distance on him, I don't mind taking a shot there. And by no means do I expect that shot to hit, unlike some other ones that I thought were fully aimed. Nice shots that didn't make it. And the 140, he's going to keep himself hidden as much as possible, only expose himself to one tank. And I'm going to hug this rock, and then we're going to come around the corner, and finally I take damage and I get ammo racked, but I don't need to fix it, because guess what? There's no more reds left. Let's get to endgame stats, and we get an ace tanker in our E4, and really what could have been. Like, there are so many missed shots there, but we get almost 7,000 damage, 4,300 assists. That is an excellent game. 11,000 combined, and it is a very unexciting game, but that's kind of what tier 10 tank destroyers do for you, is they just add up damage very quickly. So let's get over and look at how many shots I actually did miss. So I took 17 shots. I only got 7 penetrations, 8 direct hits. So yeah, I could have aimed better on a couple shots, but a few of those were just RNG. No love for me. Now let's jump into the tank drawing.
Hey guys and gals, we got our drawing today, and Elmer, you can't pick yet. It doesn't count. Sorry guys, this one doesn't count. I'm not even going to tell you who it was so you don't get mad. So introduce yourselves.
I'm Mary.
I'm Elmer.
Mary and Elmer. They're going to join me again, and we're going to pick names, so go ahead. Yeah, I said names. We're going to do 2.
G-Man rules, and he answered with AMX 12 plus.
AMX 12T.
Oh, that's T. What is it?
That's his favorite tier for tier tank. That's a good tank. I like that. It's one of my favorite scout tanks. Yep, now you can pick, buddy. Don't look at it. I'm just kidding. He can't read yet.
The bugs are at
Curtis Asselstein. Pick the IS3. Good choice. Matches the video.
bugs
Why
are,
is that funny?
No, bugs are attacking my face. Goodbye, everyone.
Welcome to Wisconsin, and have a wonderful weekend.